This is part 3 of our first lesson. So this is all about the rock cycle. So here is our definition. The rock cycle is a series of processes that occur on Earth's surface and in the crust and mantle, which we haven't learned about yet, that slowly change rocks from one form into another. And there's many different ways to model the rock cycle. This is one model, one representation. And so in your notes, you should fill in the blanks that I gave for you. So since it's a cycle, you can't really start anywhere. So we'll just start for the sake of it and with magma. So in the last video, I said molten rock inside of the Earth is called magma. And so this would be magma. And then if it crystallizes, whether that's here or if it becomes lava and crystallizes on the surface, it forms igneous rock. Okay. And then it will slowly lift up to the surface. Weather, erosion, remember deposition, compaction, cementation right there, that makes sedimentary rock. Okay. And then with enough heat and pressure, that becomes metamorphic rock. And if metamorphic rock melts, that would become magma again. And so down there, do you see at the bottom of the slide where it says cursed instead of crust? That's weird. I didn't make that. But anyways, I just want you guys to see this is kind of a process that it can change over time. Different things happen to it, and then it can become different types of rock. And this isn't, there's other ways to look at it. And so in the next few slides, we're going to talk about it. So if you go to page 63, there is like pages, you can read. And so if you want to read it, you can. I will give you the summary. Stone Mountain in Georgia has granite, which is a type of igneous rock at the surface. And so here is granite. Okay, it's an igneous rock at the surface. The surface of that rock experiences weathering and erosion, and bits of it get carried out into the air and water and settle, and some pressure turns it into sedimentary rock. So this isn't necessarily it, but like maybe it's going to turn into breccia, okay, with enough erosion and change to it. But over enough time, that sedimentary rock, it's like moving far, I guess, that sedimentary rock can have more rock built on top of it, pushes it down, till there's no more space, and that will eventually turn it into metamorphic rock. So this is one pathway, right? It was igneous, weathering and erosion turn it into sedimentary, and then heat and pressure turn it into metamorphic. So that's one process that it could take. Here is another way that we can look at I'll try and get out of the way for you, the rock cycle. And this is the one that's in your notes on this back page. And so I did ask you to fill in weathering, erosion, heat, and pressure and melting, which I have done for you. You are welcome. And so, again, this volcanic activity will erupt, and that igneous rock, weathering and erosion, can turn into sedimentary rock, and then it has some options. It can either melt back down into magma and lava, or heat and pressure can turn it into metamorphic rock. That metamorphic rock can then melt, or weathering and erosion can cause it to go back to sedimentary. Okay, so I just want you to see some different ways that rock can change over time. There are questions in here. I'm not going to go over those with you. I want you to try and do those with this, and I can help you in class too if you need help.